say you want to stay humble. You've talked to us in the past kind of about your understanding of history of the game. So to have that spot in history, does that resonate with you?
Not at all, not yet. Because I'm still working. I think it'll be a time where I sit down and I'll be like, go AJ, but it's not it right now. We got a big matchup. Got Dallas. From what I hear, they had a good game, and we got to clean up some stuff and we got to go to work. It's going to be a war. So.
Let me talk my shit again.
What it do? This is the Talk My Shit Again podcast. I am your humbly hostile host, Cassius Cliff. I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Continue to like, share, subscribe. Definitely goes a long way. But I just got a question to ask everybody here. How we feeling? How are we feeling today? Because me personally, especially after being in the stadium yesterday, I was out there tailgating with my folks. We had some good food on the grill. I actually went inside the game, so I was there in the trenches, behind our bench. There wasn't a lot of Commanders fans around because we was on the visitor side, but there was some around there, sprinkled in here and there. And if y'all remembered how that game started off, yeah, they was talking. They was talking wild shit too, because they know as well as we know, they trash. When have they been good? When's the last time they've been good? Come on. We don't know. We don't care. Now, I told you how I was feeling really yesterday and really how I'm feeling today, which is great, obviously. This is me live. This is me live in the game. The game is coming to a close. I think we just put up that last touchdown by DeAndre Swift, and I'm just taking my victory lap before we head out the stadium. I actually missed that touchdown by Jameson Crowder. But yeah, that's how we feeling today. I'm sure a lot of Commanders fans are feeling like this. Emmanuel Forbes especially. This wasn't even yesterday. This was the week 4 game. So that man is in purgatory right now. If you find him, send him my regards, because I know going against A.J. Brown as a rookie, that shit is not good for your career. It wouldn't be good for me either. I wouldn't do it. If they asked me to guard A.J. Brown and say, find somebody else, coach, that's not for me. It really ain't for him. And yesterday, you saw that clip that I put, I started the video off with. They're asking him, are you, you're staying humble, given that now you have the record for 125 yards consecutive. The NFL record right now. That's A.J. Brown. If anybody's playing receiver better than him, which I don't even necessarily agree with, it would be Tyreek Hill. But if you ask me, and I may be a little biased, not going to hold you, A.J. Brown's that one. He's that dude. I don't really see anybody else playing that position that looks like a grown man playing against their own kids. But every week when I turn on the tape and I look at the games, that's what A.J. Brown's doing. He is a huge reason why not only is Jalen, having the kind of season he's having, passing wise, but why this team is still in these games and these fights. We was down early. And I got to give the Commanders, shout out for that. Especially Sam Howell and those receivers. Throwing 4 touchdowns. Jahan Dotson with a touchdown. Terry McLaurin, Crowder to end the game. Logan Thomas, he had a pretty decent game. But I think they forgot they was playing against the Eagles in our house in FedEx Field. That's one of the houses, you own it and you don't really actually do the upkeep. It's probably a little worn down. And you just thinking, you know what? I probably should just do a little bit of repairs and sell this shit and move on. That's probably what we're going to do eventually with these dudes. But yesterday, we just had fun with them. We had our fun, even though it was a little challenging in the beginning. But you already know how the NFC East goes in these matchups. Any given week, you can have a team and the Commanders and the Giants last week. Both of them put up a stinker, a 14-7 game. And then this following week, 38-31. That's the NFC East for you. That's football for you any given Sunday. You had the Chiefs losing yesterday to the Broncos. Who saw that happening? Nobody, including the players on the Broncos team. But this is what we love. This is football. And when I tell you I love the time that we had yesterday, I had a phenomenal time. Great time. Now let's go ahead and get into some clips, kind of to see what happened. things we can improve on, and really let's look at the great things that happened, because we had a dub yesterday. And obviously for us to have that happen, we did some good things, some great things. Jalen Hurts, though he's been turning the ball over and he actually had a phantom fumble, which I was on the other end of the field. I couldn't really tell what the hell happened there. We're not even going to harp on that too much because that fumble really in the end is inconsequential. We got a W. And this play right here, even though it was a straight up blown coverage by the Commanders, Smitty did what he needed to do. And even though Pseudo-Peta almost destroyed this play by barely holding his block, I mean, Jalen with the poise and really the time and the touch, easy touchdown. Easy touchdown, especially when we needed to tie this game, starting off this game 14-3. I'm telling you, being in those trenches in that god-awful stadium with those Commanders fans around, it makes it a little challenging to enjoy the game. Especially because I didn't even bring my bucket hat in there, and the sun is just cooking my ass for like 3 hours. Pretty much like our DBs back there. They was getting cooked. Bradbury especially. My God. What the hell was that? But we're not going to talk about it right now. We're going to focus on the good, like I said, the things that went well. Right here, blown coverage, perfect. We need to get back in the game. But this play right here to take the lead, I mean, we're talking about an absolute dart to Julio. Fresh out of retirement, just picked him up from the retirement home. What does he do? Crunch time, touchdown. You got to get credit where credit is due. The Commanders are not a good team, so they deserve zero credit for this. This is all the offense. This is Jalen Hurts putting the ball in the perfect position, and Julio, being the legend that he is, makes a great catch. Holds on to it even after getting hit in the head. That's what we do in Philly. I don't know what they do everywhere else. That really doesn't even concern me because this is a Philadelphia Eagles podcast. We're here to talk shit about the other teams and really talk shit about what we do well. And we got a lot of things to talk about today. Speaking of things that we do well, this man right here, A.J. Brown, number 11, is playing the best at the position right now. Tyreek Hill, you got the numbers on paper, but we're talking about consistency, week in and week out, 6 weeks consecutive to be specific, is that dude right there. Doesn't matter if it's double coverage or not. Even though single coverage is just like a layup for him, it's not even fair. As you see right here, the one-hand snag looked mad easy. I was actually on that side. When I tell you I was hyped, yeah, I was letting them Commander fans know, y'all not built for this. Y'all never was. Y'all let the 14-3 lead get to y'all head per usual. That's what they do. But when you have fans like me in the stands, we're here to sober them up because they was drunk off them touchdowns. Having the time of their lives, sweating. I'm trying to get these dudes' towels to calm down because it's got a lot of game left. But again, I'm not here to therapize or even convince anybody. I'm here to inform. And I'm here to tell you again today, not only are we the best team in the league, from my perspective, the record shows it. And yesterday we showed up in crunch time against a tough divisional opponent seemingly every time we play them. For some reason, they turn to the Monstars, and I don't know who they steal the powers from, but they show up and they give us hell. Sometimes we fold, like last year. We folded when it came to that matchup, but this year we brought out the broom on their ass, and it was time because they was doing a lot of talking, especially the fans. And I wouldn't even say the players was talking, but the fans were talking in those stands leading up to the game. They're saying this is exactly how it was last year. Nah, last year was last year. Last year was cool, especially for us going to a Super Bowl, but we lost that shit. Even if we won, it has nothing to do with this year. Because as you can see, this year, we brought out the broom and we hit y'all over the head, and now we on our way back to Philly. Appreciate the hospitality, which was shitty because we know about that stadium, but appreciate y'all letting us come into our home and doing what we felt like we needed to do, which was put a dub on our head and hand y'all the L. We appreciate y'all. I did mention though, the DBs and the passing defense that we put out there was trash. Like Kevin Byard, I know we traded for him this week. I don't know if he got on the plane. I know Bradbury got on the plane because he was going to give up any pass he could possibly to these Commanders receivers. But we actually had a bright spot. Somebody showed up. That boy, Ed Reed Blankenship, He's going to make a play when you need it. We've seen it a couple times this season, even though he hasn't been the most healthy. We needed the turnover bad. I think we're still in the minus, in the negative when it comes to turnover differential right now. And we turned the ball over twice. Gainwell fumbled the ball. I don't know why the hell he's getting that many carries. It makes no sense to me. And Jalen had that phantom fumble on the goal line damn near for the brotherly shove, which I still don't understand how the hell that happened. But with the game tied on the line in the fourth quarter, and this team been driving all day, Sam Howell almost thrown for 400 yards, 4 touchdowns. We needed a critical turnover. And here you have it. This is what great teams do. Great teams don't blow out certain teams and then get their back blown out the week prior or, come right, before or after. They don't blow out and then get blown out. That's not what great teams do. And yes, I'm talking about you, Dallas, because we do got y'all this week. But we're going to focus on the Commanders right now and really us. Because what great teams do, you go down early, you battle back, you win in crunch time, you win with pivotal plays. Ed Reed, Blankenship, appreciate this because this was huge. We needed it. I was over here screaming at the top of my lungs, let's get a fucking turnover. Let's get it. And we showed up, man. Showed up at the end. Now, right after this, we actually had some creativity. I've been banging the table for some creativity, especially after failing on the brotherly shove early in this game. I'm sure they was expecting, oh yeah, they're just going to try to get this easy 2 yards. But no, we hit them with the switcheroo. We hit them with a halfback sweep to DeAndre Swift, which I felt like should have had a lot more touches and carries. I've been saying that for weeks on weeks. But this was actually pretty rewarding given that he didn't have the best day. And even though he had a great run, creativity is what a lot of times will get you in the end zone. It's not always talent. Scheme is a huge part of this game. And right here, they had no chance. As soon as that ball went to Swift, we was in the end zone. I turned around. I'm over here dapping dudes up in the stands because I already knew it was a touchdown. And I knew it was game after that too. And I'm just here to tell y'all, man, as much as I, as a fan, respect really Commanders fans, especially because a lot of my homies are Commanders fans. I'm from the DMV. I respect those guys, obviously, because they know their team ain't been good in a while. They're not good really this season. Even though I was one of the opposing fans that actually showed a little bit of faith in Sam Howell, they knew that they was never really going to win yesterday. They had injuries, and they know even though they play us tough, they know what we about. So I'm here to inform not only Commanders fans that, if you guys were unsure, as well as Eagles fans, this is what we do. Whether or not it's going to be close, whether or not it's going to be a blowout, we're going to show up more times than not. 9 times out of 10, that's what's going to happen. It's going to be a W. It may be a little scrappy, it may look a little ugly. I've been telling y'all this from week 1. Really from once we started this, winning is all that matters. The style points, the flashy wins, that shit is cute. Literally, Dallas put up, 43 yesterday against the Rams. That's cute. But not even many moons ago, a couple Sundays ago on the Lord's Day, I got bent over by San Fran. And it was not pretty. And that's what I'm talking about. Do you want to win in a flashy way or do you just want to win? Because that's all I'm concerned with, especially having the season that we had last year. We were blowing teams out and then we lose in the Super Bowl. You think I cared if we won by 30 or by 3? Absolutely not. This is a very difficult sport to win week in and week out. Let you have injuries. Let you have guys not show up. You just want to win. Live to fight another day and win. That's it. I'm just glad our boys showed up because I was in the building. I would have hated to see a loss in that stadium and getting flamebroiled by the sun for 3 hours. That would have been devastating. So I can imagine how Commanders fans feel. Actually, I can. It feels horrible. I'm sure. Y'all don't know if y'all trading players. Y'all don't know if y'all keeping coaches. I actually think Ron Rivera bought himself 3 more weeks. Putting up 31, he bought himself some time, and I know y'all don't want to hear that shit. But this is what I think reality is for y'all. He's not going to be bad enough to be fired today or tomorrow, and he's not going to be good enough for y'all to retain him. So this is kind of like a throwaway year for y'all. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. That's just kind of what it is. But over here in Philly, we stacking wins and we moving forward. We're trying to get better every week. Dallas, y'all the next one on the menu. I can't wait to break that one down. I really can't. But again, I appreciate y'all tapping in, showing the love, subscribing. Continue to do that. Definitely going to start getting some content on TikTok as well. But yeah, bro, I appreciate all y'all. And we're going to tap in on the next video till the next time.